Hi, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I've got a load of resin to make. I want to make all these pieces if possible to restock my shop. So some of the pieces I've already pre-coloured with some Resinate chameleon powder, and I literally just brush it on. I've done a few little bits. That's a ghost mould, and where is it? Like this one in the windows, I've coloured the windows with a black acrylic pen. Without further ado, let's mix up some resin and let's get going. Okay, so that's been stirred for about 5 minutes. I'm going to do a bit of an orange mix first. So I'm going to put any excess in here and do dirty pours in that. Okay, I've mixed up 2 more batches, so 2 batches of 300, so hopefully we can get going. And in this one I'm going to do a pink and purple mix, all in this big cup. So we're going to do that, this one, and that. And then this is still a bit empty, so a bit of excess in that as well. Let's go. So this one I'll do a bit of a dirty pour on the lid. So we've got a tiny bit left. I've got either a unicorn, big unicorn, I've got this cat mould, so I might do that. I've also got this little unicorn. I think I'm going to have to mix up some more anyway. Okay, so one last batch, and we're going to do baby pink. So we have the unicorn. We're going to finish This little unicorn. This mould's no good. Might do the cat, and then we'll see what we've got left. So because we've got a fair bit left, I've got this princess shoe, but I want to put some foil in it first, and then if we've got any left, then we'll do the cat. Just with the end of a brush, letting it fall where it falls, and we'll pour the resin in. Sometimes I do mix foil in the resin, that gives you a good effect. So I think that's enough. So this is the shoe now. It's a bit wobbly. Here goes. I think it's my worktop's lopsided. I might just move that. It's going in the bin. I'm just going to try and move this where it's a bit more even. And with what's left, we'll try and fill up this cat. Okay, I'm trying to balance that. Do this cat. And I will be back tomorrow to show you the demoulding. So hopefully all these turn out okay. Be back in a few seconds for you to show you the demoulding of this tomorrow. So it's the next day and we are back for demoulding. I've got lots of stuff to demould. So you wouldn't have seen it off camera, just my excess resin. I've done these two little Mickey heads, these little keychains. So we'll start with these simple ones. That says Be My Mini, so ideally I need to paint in there, or I should have painted before. And then this one, still a bit bendy, but it will settle down. Be My Mickey. So I just need to colour that text in. So that's those two. So as they're bendy, I'll still keep them flat. Then we'll go to this cat. So this would have been the last one that you see me demould, and they are still a bit soft. So we'll try and do it. You can demould when they're like this, but you just obviously have to flatten it back into shape. Some of the bigger ones, if they're still soft, I might leave them for another little bit because they'll be harder to demould. But there's the cat. And then these bits that are rough, I've got this deburring tool, and especially when it's softer it'd be easier to do. But you literally go over it like that. So what I'll do is I'll demould all these first, and then I'll see what needs smoothing out. Got the unicorn, so let's try and get this out, and this tail is always the awkward bit, so get him out first. And I can see from a lot of them, just looking at them, that the glitter has settled to the bottom, so we might find that we've got glittery heads on a lot of these. So he's almost a see-through glitter, then he's got a glittery head, but it almost that makes the effect, but it's because of the resin, because it's quite a runny resin, and because the glitter's heavy it sinks to the bottom, but that's still pretty. Let's move on to this shoe. So this isn't the shoe, this is the unicorn, the big unicorn, and if I remember rightly this one can be hard to demould, so I'm pressing it down, grab, try not to snap his head off. Again, another glittery headpiece, but then still you can see the pink glitter throughout. So that's really cute. Now we'll go on to the shoe, and here's where I had the spillage, so that all just peels off. So this is the shoe that we've done with the foil. Try and fold it back, grab and pull out. And this just needs a bit of smoothing at the bottom. And the glitter's gathered at the top there, but still a pretty pink glittery shoe. Let's do the teddy bear, and again the glitter's gathered in the head. You can see as you look through that it looks see-through here, and you can see it's all gathered at the bottom. So to avoid that, you either have to wait for the resin to thicken up, or you use a different resin. But in the past when I've waited for the resin to thicken up, then it's overheated and my resin's gone hard in the pot, so I'll just pour and we get the effect that we get. So purpley glittery see-through bear, but he's got a purple head, purple feet. And if you use finer glitter, as you can see like in here, then it wouldn't settle, but it's because some of these are chunkier, it settles in. Let's go on to these pots, and you can see how it's gone see-through and it's gathered at the top. So let's just see how this looks. I've never used this mould before. Get an opening. Try not to cut yourself on any rough bits. So I'm rolling it back. Let's get it out. Twist. And although that's done the see-through, where I've put like I coloured that bit in with the mica, I coloured in the windows, that almost creates the effect, and then the lid's going to be hopefully a solid colour too. So let's demould the lid for that, which I believe is this one. So you can see really glittery lid, and this one we did a mix of 2 different glitters. Oh, that's sharp, nearly cut my finger there. Try and roll it back. You can do these in water and it sort of makes it slip out the mould, but then my moulds are all wet. So there's the lid. So it's like a little mushroom lid. It's got its window. It's got a mushroom sticking up. Moment of truth. Does it fit? Yes, it does. And actually, with the purple at the top, the purple there, although the base bit is a different glitter, I still think it looks really nice. So that's a really cute lid. And the trick with these pots is sometimes if they don't fit, especially when they're softer, that's the best time to put the lid on to make sure it fits, and so it hardens around with the lid fitting well. But I do need to go and polish all these up. Mickey dish, done loads of these. This one's still a bit bendy. I think the thinner ones are bendy, not as solid yet, but we'll flatten this back out in a sec. Straighten his ears. There's your little Mickey trinket, and his ears are bendy, so I'll place him on the table and make sure that's flat and that it sits flat. That's that one. Let's go on to the pumpkin. So I've got the pumpkin and then the lid. And these were really popular last Halloween. I just think that I love pumpkins. Quite easy to de-mould. Twist. Look at that. The orange glitter settled in the rim. Again, see-through, but with an orange tint on the base where I've coloured these bits in previous. Just gives that bit of detail. And let's open the lid. So this lid I painted in a chameleon colour shift. You can see it coming out already. So you have to, once you do the chameleon, do black so it shows well. And there's the lid. Just checking it fits. They do have notches in these ones. Let me see where it is. I believe it's there. It sits like that. Isn't that a cute Halloween pot? Love it. Whilst we're on pots, let's go to the next one. This is the bee one. Again, the glitter has settled. That's fine. Let's roll. See. Twist. And that's still, can you see how it's bending? So once we place the lid on, we'll make sure it's rounded to fit. But it's clear there with the glitter settled at the top. This is the lid. Look at that. What a beautiful glitter mix though, isn't it? And where I just painted that with a bit of silver pen, although it wasn't sticking so well, just lets it stand out that little bit. See, I place that on and then I give the pot a squeeze to make sure it's rounded to fit the lid. And I mean, you know, the lids do just fall out, but that's that. Got two more. Got the ghost. So this was done with a type of mica chameleon powder. I did a whole mix and then painted in black. Let's roll him back and pull out. Probably colour these eyes in after. But look at that effect. Just because I did a mix. Because I did a mix of powders in this one. And last but not least, we've got the big fish. And he's got the chunky glitter. You can see the glitter settled there, but he's still got a colour in here. So let's see how this has turned out. Sharp on the edges, so I need to be careful with this one. If I remember rightly, this is a bugger to demould. Just going to get this started. Peeling back. We're almost there. Oh, look at him. Now I suppose you could colour this mould with mica to get that detail to stand out. But you can still see the fish. I need to smooth out those edges. But that's a solid bit of resin. So here's all my bits. I think that was a successful resin make. This will always be my favourite. I just love it. And that new mould, love that. So hope you've enjoyed doing resin with me. If you have, like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.